It's time to get this GR70. GR70 is, in my opinion, the first, like, hurdle. You know, it's where you unlock primals. It's generally the hurdle in, you know, before you're really able to push. So, we're going to get a GR70. Pretty much the same gear as last time. We've got Serpent Sparker, Ashnagars. We're using Talrasha, the Talrasha source now. We did swap to a Convention of Elements with a Mutilation Guard. Then we've got Mantled Heal with Bane of the Powerful. Still using Flavor of Time, Vigilant Belt, and then, of course, the 6-piece Typhoon's Veil set. In the cube, we're still using Starfire, the Magistrate, and Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. After this stream is over, and after I do this GR70, I'm going to start doing some bounties so that I can get some more items put in the cube. I think I have a pretty good idea for what the next iteration of this build is going to be, what's going to make it into a real pushing build. So I'm very excited about that. Make sure to stay tuned for the next iteration of this build. I'll probably stream tomorrow night as well. And then that will... Hopefully I'll be... Once I clear a 100 with this build, I will consider it a successful build. You know? And part of that is going to be, you know, just based on Paragon and everything. You know, once I get higher Paragon, it'll be fine. We're only at 330 or 377 right now. So we will see what happens. But let's go ahead and jump right into the GR70. Okay, so gameplay. As soon as we see enemies, we throw down our Hydras. You just want to keep throwing down a Hydra every time you walk forward a little bit. That was a little further than I intended to walk. So, it's pretty simple gameplay. It's very chill. It's very laid back. It's not stressful. You literally just let your Hydras do everything for you. You have to be careful not to get too far ahead of your Hydras and not to get in a position where, you know, you're rushing. Especially when you have like a conduit or a power pylon, it's kind of hard mentally to not push forward. But it's very important that you don't get too far ahead of your Hydras, because you get ahead of your Hydras, then you start getting hit. And honestly, you just start dying, so it's very important. Oh my god. As you see, you do... Right now, I'm pretty damn squishy. Okay, so we were able to kill that pack. We did swap to start using Slow Time and Black Hole with Spell Steal. You know, there might be a better Black Hole rune than Spell Steal, but personally, I like it. I like for lack of a better term, stealing the projectiles. And I like the little group up. When you hit an elite pack, basically you're going to group them up with Black Hole, throw down a Slow Time so that they can't escape, and then just let your Hydras do their thing. So as you see, I'm still just letting my Hydras stay ahead of me. It's a little wonky when you get to like forks in the road, because at that point you have to make a choice. You have to decide what direction you want to go. If all else fails, you can stay in and around your time warp bubble. Because you know, as long as you're in your bubble, at least projectiles aren't going to be hitting you. Probably. Sorry, I have a song stuck in my head. So with the power pylon right now, there's no worries. We just kill everything. Actually, we don't kill anything. We let our Hydras kill everything for us. And they do it very effectively. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, this is what the developers were going for with this build. I don't think they were going for some crazy channeling build that shits out constant Hydras. I think they were going for this. You know, a very tactical walk forward, let your Hydras do their thing, and don't let yourself get hit. That's what I believe the developers were going for. I mean, of course they weren't going for, you know, a broken skill like Arcane Torrent. It's also very important to place your Hydras at, you know, T's and at forks in the road so that they can fire in multiple angles in case there are enemies that are coming at you from different angles. May seem kind of straightforward, but, you know, you don't know until you know. There's 398. This mob type is horrible because they can hit you multiple times. Same kind of thing with the stinger bug things. I don't know what they're called. Sand wasps. That's what they're called, is sand wasps. They're really bad because they're going to be shooting a bunch of slow projectiles at you. And every time one of those projectiles hit you, you're going to lose some heads. That was kind of bad, but I made the call to just get away from the not molten. I think the affix is called desecrator that was being left on the ground. This fire that was left. I had to teleport out of it because if I just patiently walked through it, it was going to kill a bunch of heads and I was going to die. There's Paragon 400. So honestly, so far, this build is about the speed that I like to be at. I like to get Greater Rift 70 at or a little below 400 Paragon. Normally in Seasonal, that's kind of what I shoot for. So, I mean, it's pretty much right in line with other builds. I mean, I've been running this Hydra build literally since I hit level 70. So, I feel like this is a really bad mob type. It's a really, really... Oh, an electrocution hurts really bad, too. Because all those little damage particles ruin your day. Because every time one of those hits you, it counts as a hit. Honestly, I'm going to skip that. Even though, yeah, I'm really close to finishing the Rift, I'm still going to skip it. Oh my god, I'm gonna die again. Whew! As you can see, if your timing is off, or if you hit a bad area and you don't have your hydras up, you die pretty damn quick. It doesn't take very many hits to kill you. Whew. But single target damage is pretty solid. As you can see, we're going to do pretty quick damage. Oh. And there we go. There's Greater Rift 70. We got a belt. Primal belt. Let's see what that one is. Ooh, a Primal Witching Hour. It's pretty neat. It's pretty nice. Pretty happy with that. So, we'll go ahead and head back to town. I'll cash in. I wish that your Hydra heads, your damage reduction, I wish that it showed up on your sheet toughness. Greater Rift 70 completed. And that's going to do it for today's video. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you got a good look at this build in action. Like I said, it's not the build that's top of the leaderboard right now. That's, I believe, a Legacy of Nightmares. Or not Legacy of Nightmares, Legacy of Dreams build. Yeah. See, it's all channeling, using Arcane Torrent. That's not going to go live. So there's no point in testing that. What I'm testing is something a little different. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you tune into some streams where I'm going to be testing this build out, twitch.tv/PrimetimeCP23. And until next time, this is Primetime CP23, and we out.